Hello everyone, John Runner 88 here with another Star Wars figure review. And this time it is Vintage Collections Deluxe Paz Vizsla. He's looking awesome right there, don't you agree? Swap him out for a second. Look at the card art, or the box art rather. Pretty sweet looking picture of Paz Vizsla. I believe it's that was done by Shooting the Galaxy over on Instagram. Used to be a freelance photographer and for Hasbro and other companies, and I'm pretty sure Hasbro recently picked him up full time, like in the past year or so. So most of the promo shots we see are by him, and they look awesome. So go follow him over there if you have not yet, because they're just really great with the community. They love talking to everybody and just sharing their work, which is awesome. And yeah, it's very easy, I think, in some regards, doing his job when they have great figures like this to work with. Because Paz is a fantastic figure. It's awesome that we got it's such a faithful representation of him. I think it's just only a few minor nitpicks I would have. We'll go over that, but I'll first show off like how big he is. This is him next to, can't really see it too well, but he's not like super tall compared to the other figures, but he is like wide. He's just really wide. And then it's going to be even more so next to, yeah, like this is Costco Reeves next to him. And you can just see how massive he is. It's going to be awesome when we get Chrysanthemum in his deluxe form, because he's going to be probably just as big, and it's going to be so cool. And hopefully they reuse that body for some other Wookiees, which would be pretty sweet. But onto Paz. I already popped in his little flame bits that he comes with for his jetpack, because there's going to be kind of a little bit of frustration popping in, but it is the same ones that come with Boba Fett, the deluxe Boba Fett. I'm not sure if they've come with anything else yet, but same design, so these can be plugged into pretty much any of the recent jetpacks that have come out, aside from Costco Reeves and Bo-Katan, because they don't have any ports on them. But most other jetpacks, just like the Death Watch Airborne here, they all have the same little plugs in there, or sockets rather. Yeah, I mean, look up a Hot Toys image picture, and you'll see how accurate it is, because Hot Toys is very faithful to the show. And you can really, they have a lot of different angles of the characters, unlike some of the promo shots that we might get from Lucasfilm themselves. We'll get like stills from the show, but you can't always see all the little details with like the angles that they get. He's got his, it's probably the most underwhelming part of the package here, is just this cast in, dark gray vibro knife. I would say the one thing he is missing, and I will give him, is a dark wash. I don't think I'm going to do it over everything, but I'm definitely going to probably hit his undersuit and definitely the yellow armor and probably his jetpack, just to bring it down a bit, just dirty it up, and I think that'll just really, really sell him a whole lot more. But other than that, I mean, he's got all the paint details that you pretty much want. I think there's a few like gauntlet bits he's missing, as far as like just some little buttons. But let's get to the nitpicks, because this is a nitpick. It is not very flexible. It just kind of stays in this position, which can make him holding the blaster a little frustrating. It does have a little peg next to one of the handles here that does plug into the jetpack. There's just a random handle on the side. Not exactly, I'm sure that's probably just for like when he's holding it normally, probably like this, I would imagine. That would make sense, I feel. So we could just be holding it like this. But when he does hold it, I think some people are trying to get him to hold it like this. But if you look at him in the show, even the Hot Toys pictures, he's holding it like this. And if you were to be holding a weapon this size, that is how you would grip it on the back. It would just be a far more comfortable feeling for you. But you can get get his hand in like that, and then you just slip this one on. Yeah, it's a little, can be a little bit of a pain to get them all set up, but once he's got it in there, he's good to go. He does have the new like barbell style hips, so he's pretty easy to pose. I think the only issue is that he's just a big boy, and he's got just a lot of plastic in the way. He does come with this little fire effect, blaster effect. So it looks like he's blasting. I wish the blaster effect was a little like off center, because it is kind of like a rotary cannon type thing, so it does like shoot out of the different barrels. So I think if we had like an off center blast effect that you could like rotate yourself to make it look like it was coming out of like one of the sides in particular, I think it would probably look a little bit better, but it's awesome that we still have it. The big blaster itself plugs in here. I'm not sure what this is for. It almost looks like it's able to be mounted onto something, but I haven't tried mounting it onto anything, because this in the back, because this is a plug, so this plugs into here. It's not like you can plug it into the middle, so that plugs in there. And then this is a very rigid plastic. I mean, if they'd use something more flexible, it'd probably be more prone to breaking. So I think it's just a difficult piece to work with in plastic. I mean, they could have used maybe a different material for it, but either way, it would just make it a little more fragile. But it does limit the movement for that. I mean, it looks really good plug when he's got it on his jetpack, which is nice. Like from behind, it looks like it's just draping, which is cool. I do wish that they did soft goods for this here. I think it just looks a little... I mean, it looks fine. It's not like it gets in the way of articulation, but I think it would just look a little more premium if it had just that little bit of soft goods. But obviously, cheaper to do just some rubber on his butt. What are you gonna do? But other little nitpick, and these are in no way like belittling the quality of this figure. It is fantastic. But there are some things that Hasbro's been doing lately that I'm not like a super fan of, and one of them is like these are rubber on his shoulder, and it's like I get that it's probably cheaper. I know Hasbro, it's probably cheaper, it's saving you money to do rubber instead of like a hard plastic or even a soft plastic, but these are definitely rubber. And it gets out of the way, and like it looks all right when it's up like this, but then if you go all the way up, like you start getting like kind of a bend in it, so it doesn't look as good. So it's probably better to just kind of twist the arm if you're going to be doing that. But also be careful when you are manipulating them, because you don't want to just smush it up there. It could pop it off, like could like rip the glue off or something. It is connected in there somewhere. Can't really see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. But yeah, you could definitely see those popping off. But even over time, I feel like some parts of these figures are going to really possibly degrade, especially like a rubber, depending on how good the quality of it is. Usually don't find out how quality plastic or rubber is until about 5-10 years down the line, when something's getting all stickier and falling apart. But other than all that, I think he's a fantastic figure. Obviously, the price point is just kind of frustrating overall for these deluxes. One thing I do appreciate is that they are giving us a lot of accessories, just like this. Oh, there it goes. And this is his final accessory that he has. So he does come with a total of, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accessories that you can kind of like tack onto him. Not including like his jetpack and stuff. So he's got like, what, 7 accessories? 8, a bunch of accessories. And another awesome thing is that they can all go onto him. Like you could have his vibro knife stuffed in there. You can have these on him for his jetpack, and then you can have him blasting away with this, with his little shield going. So you can store everything on him. I appreciate the heck out of a figure that can store everything on them, because it's just nice. It looks good. It's cool. Yeah, awesome little shield. It looks great when it's, got some light going through it. Only downfall is that he's just got a hole in his arm most of the time. But like I said, I'm gonna give him a wash, and I feel like doing a dark wash on here will help hide that a little bit. So it'll look pretty sweet. And I will do some pictures up when that's all done. So go follow me over on my Instagram, JohnRunner88 over there. I do a lot of behind the scenes pictures. I always post when I put a video up to kind of remind everybody. And yeah, that's going to be Paz Vizsla. Can't wait to get our next big boy, Chrysanthemum. Judging from all the pictures, and he comes with a bunch of accessories too. He's going to be just as fantastic. But yeah, I think that's going to about do it. Like, comment, subscribe. Did you get him? I got him from Amazon recently. I know some other outlets online, they're sending him out a little sooner, like Entertainment Earth and stuff like that. But I go through Amazon for most of my stuff because I've got Prime, so I get the free shipping and stuff like that. Just it makes more sense than going through most of the other sites. Because I don't like paying shipping on things because it's just ups the price even more. So thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that cool stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.